Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Hot facts. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Hot facts. Gig economy. Robert Reese. News channel. Gig economy. News channel. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts with Robert Reese.
People, welcome. Hot Facts with Robert Reese. For those of you who do not know, my name is Robert Reese. I am the host of Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Monday through Friday, we typically start from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. We go 1 hour, but it could go a little further if it does get a little hotter. And recently, it has been getting a little hotter because it seems that like the end of the year, it comes down to people doing content on their YouTube channels and on their social media, period. And as of right now, I told you guys yesterday when I did my live that I was going to be clicking on Pedro's link. I'm going to do a short this morning. Actually right now, this morning, excuse me. I'm going to do a short in just a little bit to show you guys. I took screenshots of me asking for the link. Right when Roy started speaking, I asked for the link like 4 times, and it lasted about 19 minutes that I was asking for a link, and it did not happen. Reason why it did not happen, I will tell you this now. This is the news channel, and this is the what everyone says is the largest name, even though subscriber-wise, he's not there, but impact-wise, they say this guy is the most influential in the gig world. Told you guys that I will be going on there and I will be going on a link. I watched every single person get up there and speak, and they were speaking about the strike, the strike you get when you use someone's thing and you don't go ahead and get the full approval and the paperwork to send in to have that backed up. I had that same thing happen to me about 3 or 4 times here on YouTube while I have a chat channel. Coincidentally, they all happened while I was not monetized, but I was still able to send in my documentation. When the emails come, you have to email the people that are they're the ones that's talking to you. Now, I'm going to say this. You can go back to when my channel was started up. I used to play inspirational videos in the beginning of my live to start it off so that we can get everyone's mind right to talk about what we are going to do. If you want to go back, go ahead and check that. On Hot Facts, none of those are monetized. Reason being, the actual channel law of attraction, because I was playing the video. Now, they made a video and it might have 3 or 4 different motivational speakers with someone that did a special musical track for that. Also, someone did the video work and they did that video for that motivational video. I was using the video for at least 4 minutes because my startup was 10 minutes before the show would start, right? So I would use 4 minutes of that. What happened was they sent me Rosecrans Boys TV. And now let me tell you this, people, Rosecrans, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to tell you this. What's up, ODM Slim? People, I told you guys. You know what? I'm going to do it like this. I was just on ODM Slim and I told him how I can switch up and do my thing. Let me show you how I do my thing. People, I have been on other channels, right, where they invite me in to speak. I'm on other panels. I have been on panels with people who are signed with Snoop. People are who involved with millions of views. They're in with No Jumper. I'm in with K9 Fitness, people. K9 work, precision work. They charge $20,000 to train your dog. They train all the celebrity dogs there in San Antonio. I'm able to interview people, DJ Melonfunk, the dude who is the pioneer of trip hop, who grew up with Dr. Dre's brother and used to DJ with him. I'm the dude that interviews FAA pilots. I interview people in other countries. Why do people want to speak with Hot Facts with Robert Reese and they don't even know who I am? I'm going to tell you this. Yesterday, Rosecrans, I'm about to bust you up because you about to laugh. I was watching the chats, right? And that's why I did my short. Because he said that I look like Papoose half brother, right? Let me tell you this. Me and my brother have been getting that all of our life. It's more him. He looks like Papoose more than me, but since I got this, I get this. When I got the full goatee, it's David Banner. If I take off this and I don't have this, but just a goatee, it's Roy Jones. If I cut all this off, it's Magic Johnson and Eldon Campbell. Get them likes up, people. Now, I'm going to tell you this, Slim. I got a lot of people that watch me and a lot of views that I get. I have the most haters out there. I am the Black Geraldo. I am the dude that stirs up the most in the community that I infiltrated to bring up all my stuff so I can get all my views up. They don't like me because they see that I'm really for the people. Remember when that dude, that little 15-year-old dude beat up the New York dude at the Turnpike? I'm one of the only dudes that was able to interview him on Chaotic Truth. Why do these people like to talk the hot facts? I don't know. I got a lot of haters out there, and I do know this. A lot of haters out there. I got a lot of haters that say, we can't let him in like that. He's too black. We got people that saying, with the black folk, why he don't want to be hood all the time? I know when too. We got people in the middle that sit there and saying, man, is he playing us? What's going on? I'm not playing nobody. I'm just playing the cards I was dealt. I'm just playing the cards I was dealt. The cards I was dealt that said that you're gonna have a house that's gonna be shot up because everyone knows why. If that didn't happen, and my mom didn't have the thing that happened with the city, we wouldn't have been on the borderline in Long Beach and Cypress right there. We wouldn't have been right there. I'm just saying, people. I'm in this community now where I hopped in and I saw what it was. People stealing innocent people's money and all this other stuff. Whenever I bring a term, like if you would do that in jail or talk to somebody like that, they all get mad at me. But I'm like, you would never do that. And I was glad I did that, that replay at Kelpie, because that's what can happen. Okay. But then we got people that they're making videos, they're getting monetized, they're creating content, and they want to get on YouTube and talk about how to make the money, how to do this, how to do that. They let whatever little bit of fame they got because it's on the internet get to their head, right? Okay. You finally get a chance. You steal my idea. I already went over the emails when I went and showed everything. Y'all stole my idea. And you still didn't do it right when you stole my idea. You got somebody up there that has hundreds of thousands of subs, right? To do something with his craft. For those of you who don't know, I am nationally certified as a nutritionist, personal trainer, and everything else like that. When it comes down to you trying to use content and you talk to somebody and say, hey, we're doing a talk and whoop, whoop, whoop. And it comes to find out that you use like 8 minutes straight of their film and they did not give any acknowledgement to whatever organization that they belong to, which gave them the training and everything else like that. And they did not demonstrate the things on the host of the show personally in person. And you used all of that. Anytime there's an ad that is played, anytime that I am doing anything, that is my business. And we did not conduct business. And what you did was you got a strike. Here's where my channel was much different, people. I am Hot Facts with Robert Reese, the news channel. Here is where the business failed. If someone sends an email, now let me tell you the email that I got from Law and Attraction, okay? They sent me an email and it was a warning, not a strike. It would have been a strike had I responded negatively towards their business collateral. They let me know that they did not appreciate me using all of the video. And once I let them know that I'm a news channel and I was using it to motivate people because you guys have some really, I have to do my thing there. I responded correctly. When I responded, it was a warning. They said that I can keep it up, but the videos will not be monetized. I said, okay. I could have easily went to Flex, you are wrong. I can go into the YouTube studio. It doesn't take 24 hours. It can be done in as little as like 2 hours, getting it cut and trimmed, depending on how much you actually use. When someone who is conducting business and they are a professional and they have their own thing, if you, when they say, hey, take this down, understand this, people, with PDFs, fax machines, screenshots, you can get something done and let someone know what's happening, right? Yes, you can. Let me let you know what happens when you tell someone, I thought I can do it when I get back. Who said your time is the best time for you not handling the business right? You got to handle that business right there. So by not handling it right and sending the email back to fully go ahead and whoop, 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 misunderstanding, you got the strike, right? Yes, you got the strike. You have to conduct business with business. You felt that you were bigger than the business, that you can do whatever you want to do. You know who I'm talking about. You felt that you can do whatever you want to do and tell someone else who is conducting business that they cannot conduct business in the proper sense, people. That's why I tell you guys, I have ASCAP. Plus, everything that I play, music-wise, I am copyrighted to. It's all mine. It's all mine. It's all mine. Now, Light, I told you I was going to address you today. Nothing disrespectful. I told everyone because of all the hate that Hot Facts gets, I'm going to hit you guys with the most love you have ever seen, and you're going to hate me like everyone hated Stone Cold when he had everybody saying, what? I'm about to give the most love ever every single time someone tries it. Light, I do appreciate you put up a nice short with me showcasing me in all different areas because you know I'm all over the place. I do appreciate that. You let everyone know that I'm out there. You showed a clip that where I'm telling people that, hey, this even happens to the best of us. I'm glad you showed that. You showed me having some humor with the guys dancing in the disco, and you showed all that. Light, I just want to say thank you for allowing people to see another side of me. And for everyone else that does not know, you can check out that live and then you can see what he did because it showcases a different side of me and it's showcasing his love for me. So I think that we should give a round of applause right now. Let me go ahead and get this right. Let me go ahead and give a round of applause. I want to give a round of applause. Salute. What's up, TFT? I just want to give a round of applause because there's a lot of people who don't understand what I'm doing in the communities that I am trying to put my foot in. I'm trying to make a difference in every single one that I do. That's how I can make myself, a little bit better social media wise. Let you guys see a little bit more about me. You know what I'm saying? So I do appreciate that. I want to give a shout out to he was on Pedro's thing last night. His name is is it Dashing Tampa or something like that? They were all up there talking, and Yost Malone was talking about Amazon Flex, and he was like, I guess we put him in wrong. You never worked in real logistics, so he did not know that you put him in order of your drop off, so you do them each stop as you go. But he's never done that, so that's not a mistake by anyone for never doing that. But when you go out there and speak about certain work and what things need to be done about logistics, I think you should know about all the processes. And by you working with Amazon Flex right now, hopefully it shuts you up and you can actually spread some of that work love there because we're spreading love now. But the Dashing Tampa dude, he didn't even talk about it. He just said, people, he just said, the guy that, and check this out, people, it wasn't me. I'm documenting what was on Pedro's live last night. He came in and said, the gentleman that said that he just did Amazon Flex, he said, I lost 100 pounds. And then he stopped talking about it. He said that to Yost Malone. That was a white dude who looked at someone on screen and said that, man, you can't be talking all that stuff and you ain't doing it right. So I just want to know, let you guys know that someone did that live on Pedro's thing last night and it was unscripted. No one told that dude to say that at all. Okay, go back and watch it. And it is what it is. And it is what it is. They were saying that some guy is an inspiration because he does art. He's going to sell his art at an art gallery that comes into town. So they said he's an inspiration because he can go to the gallery and try to sell one or two pieces. If you have art and you go to a gallery, aren't you trying to sell something? How does that make you an inspiration? I got something else to say. The dude that went on there last night on Pedro's thing and said, he said, for the people that are taking 100% of the orders, he said, what are they doing? I just want to tell you this. I show mine and all of mine are like $3, pretty much the average, and I take them all, right? But if you are taking 18%, right? And you say the 18% that you are taking are the best ones that are out there for the most money you can make. Someone that is taking 100% is probably doing at least 65 to 70% of the most, and you have no idea what that is. So when you said that out of your mouth, I was just like, you make no sense. And they talked about New York, Seattle, Massachusetts, but when they said, oh, Prop 22, they said we don't know much about that. Well, how do you not know much about that when it's my market and that's what I talk about? And I have broken it down like 100 times. I've gotten almost 1,500 videos and I've broken it down so many times. How can you get up there and say the actual news channel that's out there where it is, they got the petition signed to do it, and you get up there and say, well, these people need to get the legislation and these people in their local areas to make that happen? Why are you not saying, well, why don't you guys do what HotFacts and them did? He's already talked about it, went up there, talked about the petitions. He's already been on Rideshare Rodeo, fully broke it down. He does it nonstop. Why didn't you say that we would have to do what HotFacts and everybody else did in California? We would have to do it like that. Why is it that you say all the other states, but when it comes to California, you try to leave it out? Because I've been telling you guys, I've been doing this before you guys even thought about anything. But now you got other people saying that that might be the way to go. Well, I know that might be the way to go. And why don't everyone listen? And I accept all the orders. My percentage right now is at 80%. It's not at 100. We have Walmart's issues with the Uber. So nope, I'm not doing it because I already know what's going to happen. All right. But at the same time, I've been doing everything. Diamond Driver, everything that what they are implementing, I've been doing it. I've already been saying it. So I don't understand when I hear people like Dashing Grandpa, and like I say, no disrespect, Dashing Grandpa. You said that, I don't know the dude like that, but I just don't get it. Well, if I'm teaching everything inside and out from what the book says, what don't you get from the book? He's teaching you from every single aspect. So what don't you get from the customer service side to the business side and doing this and doing it in the right way? And then what don't you get from showing people how it can also go wrong? What don't you get from a book that shows you completely the ins and the outs? That's my only question to you. And if you can't answer that, then that lets you know it's hate. This is why I'm giving back so much love now. I'm giving love to everyone. I'm giving back love to everyone because I took that hate into love because I'm about to spread it out there. I just want everyone to know what's really going on here. I have original content. They start telling me, you do more than gig work. So I'm HotFacts. So what? So what? So what? You can't talk about everything. Why not? Because we don't want to let customers know, and the stuff that but people, you guys are not understanding. The name of it's HotFacts. It's Hot Facts. Okay, it's HotFacts, which means that if I see something going wrong, I'm gonna put it up there. If I see something right, I'm putting it up there. If I can teach someone that wants to do right, I'm going to put it up there. If I can show someone, hey, if you were going to do it wrong, you should have did it wrong like this, I'm going to do that. If I can show someone how to shut up, I'm going to show them how to shut up. If it's out there, I, with HotFacts, am going to do my thing. Okay? Okay? Remember Tommy Davidson? Did you miss me? When he was on Martin, Varnell Hill. Shaboing boing. Snooky. Get him, Snooky. Now, remember when I called out the Gigi Condon? Because he stole verbatim the whole thing and did not give no recognition to where he got it from. And if he was bigger than what he was, if someone would have saw him do the whole monologue, and he did not give any recognition to where it was going, someone is going to flag that because their work is going on to something else. Now, here's where you people got to understand. If you do an interview with someone, that interview is agreed upon. Guess what? When I do an interview, I do email correspondence. I do separate steps to make sure that the email is there, that we are doing what we are going to do. Everything is legally there, so that when I do an interview with someone and they talk about certain things, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. You can't have someone do something for you and they don't know that you were going to use it in a way to make money for you. That's when you get beat up. That's when you get beat up. Okay? You don't go get someone's CD, dub it, and then go start selling it, and then figure out that you trying to sell somebody a CD and he's part of the crew and you got fake ones. You gonna get beat up. You don't do that. You don't get on and put together something and say that I put in all this work and I did all of this other stuff. But when you put it together, you forgot to handle the real business. What people do you have involved and what business do you have to go ahead and get together to make this happen? Everyone is not the gig world. Everyone is not going to let you just use all their stuff and then you get paid and then nothing happens with them. Now, I don't know how you do your kick down process, but that's not going to happen with someone else that does business, which is why you did not want to show me the link to bring me on. I was going to say these things and shut these guys down last night because this has nothing to do with disliking anyone. This has to do with business practices and business policies. And by you not doing any of the business practices and policies, and when you do your videos that you call people clowns and miserable human beings, and you saw what can happen face to face when someone says that someone's going to get beat up. You do all of this stuff on the internet. And then when you try to conduct business on the internet, when you don't do anything the real way, it went backwards. You don't do that at all. At all. No one does that. And yes, people, I use every single person's content that I can when I have to, because I am a news channel. And when I use it, I'm bringing it up in reaction, breaking it down, and bringing people up to speak. I am an actual news channel, and this is First Amendment right, freedom of the speech, freedom of the press. I can do that. I also have the rights on YouTube to use it. I'm not stealing it. I'm using it. And I'm using it, doing it on HotFacts, the news channel. Mr. Flex does this. Every single person that does a live that is meaningful, Mr. Flex is going to get like 40 people watching his live, 30 to 40 people watching his live, right? You know why? He is showing the live actually, and then he has like 5 people in there commenting on it as it's actually happening. The only way that cannot happen is if there's sponsors involved. If one sponsor says, nope, I saw this guy doing it over there, whoop, 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 we got to go ahead and take care of this. You don't have all of your business tied all in one knot and in a bunch. You have to do that. The sponsors don't care right now because they don't see you as being that large. But other people who are bigger than what you are in their own realm, like how I said, I'm nationally certified nutritionist, personal trainer, kinesiology. You can't tell me anything about when I'm about to speak. There's nothing. I can just go into all of the terminology, anatomical positions, terminology, separating the bodies with the Lena Albas and everything. I can go ahead and do that, and you can't tell me nothing because you don't know any of this. But I'll tell you this, though, if someone does business with me, I'm going to guarantee that I'm going to cover everything that I know business-wise. That's why I told you guys can use whenever you guys try to make fun of me, use all of my look, use all the music that you hear play on Hot Facts. Just use it. I'm telling you, just use the music. Just use the music. You are demonetized. Once I see it, it's demonetized and it's a strike. You know why? I did not spend hours creating the music, the beats, the rhythm. I did not do anything. I create my own videos to go with the music. I don't create the music. I create whatever rhymes I got with lyrics that go on this and that. If I'm a freestyle that goes on that, but they give me that and I have the permissions. And they gave me the permissions, not you. They did not give you the permissions. So I tell anyone, any of the music you hear on my stuff, go ahead and you use it. I'm telling you, go ahead and use it. Go ahead. Go ahead. The people who I do the music with, they're part of ASCAP also. They are registered. It's all tracked by all that other stuff too. So when you don't cover this part of the business, why are you mad at someone? Especially when they tell you, hey, you got to go ahead and take that down. And you say, I'm going to wait days to take it down. Could you imagine that? That's like telling the customer, I don't think you're going to tip me. You're going to get your food cold. No tip, no trip. He did that to someone in business and they clipped him. This is what a lot of you people don't know. When you are watching people here on YouTube, a lot of people put up a persona and personality, right? To where they actually got you thinking that they are really like that. This person left a 70-something-year-old lady at the hospital because she asked what type of car he was in. Now, leaving 70-year-old women at the hospital, calling people miserable human beings, not respecting people's business rights and what they are actually looking at on what they can do for themselves. If you would have did it right, he would have probably had more people go ahead and then watch that gig thing. But like I said in the first one, you didn't have any vendors. You didn't have anyone there, no live demonstrations. You tried to do everything I said, but still did it wrong. And you did it wrong into where you did the business wrong. And now you're telling people, whatever, I said some things after. Why'd you say some things after if you know you didn't do anything right business-wise? This is why people, when people get up here on a camera and they are telling you certain things and something happens like this, it's because they don't conduct good business. Someone violated and said that I did not even get none of my order. He said, I still got paid. People, bad business. He got duped by a porch pirate. They came outside and stole the stuff. Why do you want to be led by someone that dupes you? Dashing Trader is there. People, why do you want to be led by someone that dupes you? Why don't you want to get the real information from someone that films all the things and shows you? Someone did not do anything right in business and got people sticking up for him like it was not his fault. How was it not his fault? Someone said that Jay Costanza said that Pedro should seriously G-check you for consistently airing out his business. How can I air out business that I am looking at on a camera with all these other people? So where is it aired out? What's the source that airs it out? You let me know. What's the source that airs it out? What is the source that airs it out? And you let me know. Let me know what's the source that airs it out. I tried to get on there to talk some sense into people. He wouldn't let me in because I told everybody that, hey, I'm clicking the link. That's why he didn't let me in, people. You got to really talk about this stuff. You guys say hot facts. You talk about everyone. You do this, you do that. Everyone, you use everyone's stuff. Yes, I use everyone's content. Yes, I do. I'm a news channel and I narrate and I conduct my investigations to put out here for you guys. That's what I do. I know what I can do and what I can't do. You're like the police officers. Come on now. I'm not even going to share this story. Actually, I am, because I've actually seen this done. Have you ever seen a police officer ask someone deaf to roll down the window? And they are doing sign language, and the policeman writes or does whatever to try to get them to understand. They do that to a deaf person. Let me see if they doing this and that. Let me see if I can try to get them to let me see what's going on. Can I smell this or say that I smelled this? You aired out your own stuff. And I didn't air out anything. If anything, it's a complete learning lesson for anyone that wants to have a channel, to build one and know how to conduct the business right. If you were going to grab someone over who was an expert in their field, they're going to have to let you know that, well, my training is done through here. I have to bring all this stuff. Whoop, 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 whoop. There has to be a way for, well, since we're doing this, you got to fly me out there so I can do the live demonstration on you. I'm not going to have you just film me or use my stuff and then say no, because that's not what it is. That's not what it is. We got to go ahead and handle this in a certain way. You thought that you can do it your way. Your way is not the right business way. You've been getting everyone to go ahead and give all their content to you. You put it out. You get all the views. None of them get subs. You have a perfect system. Perfect system, man. Perfect system. What you need to start doing is interviewing people. And I'm going to give you a little bit of business right here, Pedro. When you interview someone, an interview is before the interview starts, you have already built the relationship. The interview happens, it goes a certain way. Then guess what? You can use the interview and chop the interview up, and just for little things you can do just to help keep you safe. And these are little tips and things like that from an interview. And that's it. And you conduct that business. Man, we did the interview. I'm gonna chop the whole interview down into 30 seconds, and that's what it's gonna be right there. I'm gonna throw it up as a short. Do you have an Instagram? You have anything else like that you want me to tag you in with it? The other video, the whole interview is just gonna be set there. We're just gonna leave that one there. Did you want a copy of that full interview also, so that you can actually use over in your community also? Yeah, okay, I'll go ahead and send that over to you so that you guys both have a copy of that. You've done all the business all the way right, and then boom. But if I'm gonna have someone do, actual practicals and things like that, he has to be there physically with the host, because the host has to be able to do the thing and speak and tell people, yeah, when they touch right here, people, I can feel it here, and whoop, 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 and all that other stuff. And all that's documenting what he is doing there. And then on top of that, he can, all of his degrees and the schooling and whatever else is going on is right there. Because if anyone uses any of his stuff and he is not breaking it down properly, like live there with you, when they start doing stuff, what if you just start saying this is a new martial art or something, and people start saying it's a new martial art? He go get disciplined in that community. And when I mean community, where he has his licenses, and Bruce Lee died, people. They killed Bruce Lee. They killed Bruce Lee, people. They killed Bruce Lee, people. Okay? There's certain things you have to do with business. There's certain things you have to do with business. And this is what people got to understand. You can't get butthurt because someone did something that you are not used to. Maybe you need to understand the whole business aspect of what you are doing completely, people, which is why when you watch Hot Facts, I'm teaching you guys everything from the acceptance to how you get it, to how you handle the staff, how you handle your business. I'm teaching you how to conduct yourself as a business and the reputation you are supposed to get. When you have that reputation, you end up making more money because the people actually see what you're doing. They know you're going to handle business right. It could have went, a whole different way. But when you tell people, I'm going to take it down when I want to, he didn't say that verbally, but he didn't do it. So that's exactly what he did business-wise. So there you go. That's exactly what happened. Now he's mad. And then he said something about it. Like the dude was not going to see what he said. Come on now. If you go be up here trying to be a content creator, a lot of you guys understand that there's business that has to be handled. And a lot of you guys think I can just film and use this and use that. You can't use people music. You can't, if someone's already wrote a play or a script and they're talking some stuff and you just happen to be recording them and they did not know and they have already copywrote that to themselves and it gets out there, you are sued. There's a lot of stuff you guys don't know. That's why you got to talk to people and ask for permissions before you do a lot of things. But not in the public eye. And I think that these content creators in every community, I don't care what it is, it's a lot of suckers out there because they got a lot of people that, and I understand if they feel someone is kind of good, they can kind of get that channel wiped out, right? So then theirs still standing there, right? These people are so greedy over not even making nothing yet that they'll throw people under the bus and do all this other stuff. And we got people that will completely lie and cheat and steal, like Eddie Guerrero, to try to get something up for them and then get mad when someone who conducts business is checking them on it. Can't happen. If you are in a community, step up and speak up. I film, yes. I film all the time, yes. And guess what? A lot of the times the people don't even know, but a lot of the times they see me coming up with my camera. I know how to talk and get them to say yes on the spot. Okay? I get them to say yes. I record them saying yes. I record them saying yes publicly also, even though I don't have to. I record them saying yes. I'll just run up on them. And so sometimes it's like, what's happening? And they just see, and then they see how I speak. Oh, this dude must be a YouTuber or something. And then they go from there. Then after, I'll let them know, break down everything. They go ahead and subscribe, and my channel grows just like that. I hit everybody. I got a link that's up there. We got people out there that can use some negative treatment to help their channels grow. We got people that can use that. But if that is your sole game, to use negativity to grow your channel, here is where Hot Facts is about to steer you the other way. It's all about love now. It's all about love. And Light gave me the best love today. He made an actual short about me, and he showed people other things that I do out there, and I thought it was fantastic. And I want other people, if you can feel as much love as Light did earlier, to show that to me. Show some love to someone else out there, because we all need the love. Everyone spread the love. Love everyone. Respect everyone. Respect everyone. When you respect other people, it comes back right. Whoever else don't agree with that, I just don't know. Love. Jay Costanza says that, and that picture you got up there is so terrible. You need to fix that one. Negativity did not grow my channel. If you actually would like to know what grew my channel, go all the way back to the very first video and start watching them in order. and then start watching all my shorts from the very first one in order, and then start watching all of my lives, the very first one in order. And then you will see what got my channel to where it is. And it's been nothing but love. They've given me flowers. Do you know how it feels to get flowers from someone that hates you? Do you understand what that feels like when they gave you flowers? When someone says that's your enemy and you have them on camera actually saying, we're giving him his flowers now. That's love. Ooh, that's love. You can see that if you go all the way back and then watch in sequence. I have just about 1,500 videos. You can go back and watch them all in order. He said you had no motion until you started tagging Pedro. En contraire, before Pedro did anything, I already had 15,000 views and I just started. Pedro did a video and said, and he contacted me, and you can actually go back and check this if you go back and watch the videos. He contacted me and said, hey, I like what you got going on. Then he went on a live before, and he said that I'm going to be trying to get this guy on here. His name is Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Go ahead and check him out. He's a real OG in the game. He knows what he's talking about. First things that Pedro said about me. After that, my live that he had me on was his #1 viewed live all the way until like a month ago with 9,000 views. All the way until like a month ago. I already had my own 15,000 views and had my subs, and everyone was showing me love. I'm showing clips with my daughter. And throughout that process, I got myself to get up to like way too many videos so fast. He was maybe like at 700 something videos, and they were saying he's the hardest working man in all of the gig world, in all of YouTube. I said, how would somebody go outwork me? I'm just starting in, so I don't even know what he does. I said, well, how can he stop this? I'm about to do 3 videos a day. Then I'm about to do like 4 shorts a day. How can he stop 8, 9 videos a day? So by the time I got on Pedro's channel, I already had built up enough buzz with more video content than anyone was putting up, period. Okay? My subs were already growing, period. Okay? Then guess what happened? God bless me with him letting me know that my daughter has mic skills. My daughter knows how to tell a story. She told me her story. Ooh. At the same time, I witnessed a terrible DoorDash driver doing something terrible. Ooh. At the same time, I saw another problem with DoorDash. Ooh. Ooh. You know, I already had like 14 videos that had 2,000 views. Okay. When these videos hit, these videos got me to be at getting upwards to 500,000 views on YouTube. It got me upwards to 2,500 subs. These videos. When I did these videos, they said that Hot Facts, you didn't do a real video. You did a short. It doesn't count. And I'm sitting there like, how does it not count? Well, you didn't do a 30-minute video. But does 130,000 people like it? Yeah. But that's not the point. You're showing too many cash tips also. But isn't that good to show people that if you conduct your business right, this is what can happen? Yeah, but we don't want no one to know that. This person got their food eaten. and they did nothing wrong. You don't got to show that though. Why, Hot Facts? Why are you checking in at restaurants, Hot Facts? Why do the people that work there talk to you, Hot Facts? Why do you show the things that we don't want you to show, Hot Facts? We don't want you to do that anymore, Hot Facts. Please stop it. We don't want more people to be like you, because if more people is like you, it makes us look like not good. We're business owners. Glad to see you operate your businesses like that. Because when you get the person that does it on the highest level on which you guys follow, he went crying and complaining because someone actually conducted real business. Now you guys can ask. You guys saw yesterday that Hot Facts said that he was going on the live and he's going to click the link. They neglected that link for me to get on there. And if you notice when you watch it, whenever he does this, he's looking at his StreamYard and sees that I'm actually asking. The best thing that happened, though, is I was on ODM Slim, the ODM Slim show before the Pedro thing. I was just on ODM Slim show right now. Manager to a lot of the hip hop artists and people that do things in LA. He's been featured on No Jumper several times as a guest and as a manager, liaison just recently. No Jumper has 4 million views. You guys know who Adam 22 is. Adam had him get there to, to have it go right. So I was on his show. People were like, huh? I was on his show. Flight Sports TV. LeVar Ball's other channel with Ball Facts. Lonzo LaMelo and LiAngelo Ball. They conduct all the interviews, the show that's on Facebook and everything that was going on. That's all the Ball Facts and Flight Sports TV. I appear on there. You can check me out on there. Chaotic Truth. I appear on there. Another one. In the gig world, I appear on the highest channels in the gig world also. I appear on other channels also. The best promotion channel, period, if you're trying to grow your channel and get people to recognize what you're doing, music and everything, go ahead and holler at James Guype. Guype. Him and his old lady Sam out there in Kentucky. I'm in other communities. So I appreciate all the love out there. I appreciate all the love out there. It's just funny when people see someone that they're doing it in an angle and in a way that they never said that they were going to do. They don't do it. Look, Nugs. Now, Mushi Moo. There's many of Mushi Moo's lives when Mushi Moo was actually getting ready to do more eBay and everything. We were getting ready to get an interview scheduled up there. But he started doing more eBay and he was trying to figure out the whole crypto thing and if he was going to do more ride-alongs. And so, like, we had it set up, and it just fell. It just fell in the waste. It just fell in the waste. Your driver, Mike, you got to understand what your driver, Mike, is doing. Your driver, Mike, might be the first person in the gig world to be on Law and Order. He has an MBA. He's conducting other business things that he's focused on. Now, every single other person in the gig world has made a comment about me out their mouth on the live or in the video at some point. Every single person. Every single one. Not one has not. Every single one has. And it's all the mockery that I did before. HotFacts. Why are you showing the business all the way? It's all of that. Because it doesn't matter what they say. I'm going to bring in the business practices and policies and bring in the stats and the articles and all the news clips that I have done to back up what I am saying. So therefore, why would you have someone on there who knows all of these things? Because he's actually bringing up everything himself, because all he has to do is fact check himself. Why would you have someone on there that can really challenge you like that? If they really were smart, they would do it. They would do it if they really were smart. But who's really looking into building more content, getting more views, and getting more people involved to educate more people in the right way? Who's really into that except for people that understand a couple things? He said Bentley Coupe doesn't know I exist. Okay, I want you to type up DoorDash Deep Red Dispatch System. Look at that on the SEO. Look and see who's right there. I have 2 of those in the top 5 with Bentley Coupe, Revolution, and Your Driver Mike. How does he not know about me? How does he not know about when Hannibal was going at him and I had to tag him in a couple things to say that, look, you were doing this to Bentley Coupe? How does he not know who I am when he sees that what he's doing is, because whether you know or not, I have already emailed him when I first started, and he read it. It was when I didn't even have like 300 subs. He knows who I am. Gigi Condon knew who I was then. He act like he didn't know what was about to happen. Then they all had to fall in line. And I wasn't making them do anything. It's just that when you look at all of the things that have happened this whole year with the gig world, you can go back to my lives and see I have documented every single thing. I have documented every single thing. I have documented every single thing and gave everything unbiased. Side A, B, and what we're going to break down on Hot Facts with the C side. For every single thing. That's how it's happened here. So if anyone wants to, I'm telling you, you guys don't know, this whole year has been fact-checked. It's been fact-checked. And this is someone that is a fact checker right here. When I mean a fact checker, I mean he facts them and he shows you his own stuff, but he's a fact checker. And this is what he does. What's up, TFT?
Oh, just another day in paradise.
Just another day in paradise. Now, what do you feel about this, being content creators and thinking because you feel you're bigger in whatever community you are, you can miss business steps and then be mad at the person for them actually going with the full business practices on what you were supposed to be doing? What's your
Well,
whole thing on that?
if you're referring to Pedro's live and his a couple of shorts or whatever he did the other day, as far as I'm concerned, he should have never put out the hot-headed shorts about his stuff being taken down because of the copyright strike. He should have done what said he was gonna do, knowing that not everybody's in the same time zone, excuse me, that he
Right.
is. Nobody runs off of his time; they run off of their own. Yeah, and if you look at a calendar week, the weekend is Friday, Saturday, not Sunday. Sunday is the beginning of the week. That's how
Mm-hmm.
majority of the world sees it. Sunday is the
Right.
start of the week. Saturday is the end.
Mm-hmm.
So he admitted, yeah, he didn't that he screwed up in his life, that he didn't cross all his T's and dot all his I's. He fully admitted that. He fully admitted that he messed up.
But to not understand it's different though. If you
True.
can, anyone can admit anything. Hey, you know what?
Like for instance, like how you say you don't want to show any of my stuff unless I tell you it's okay. When I send you those texts of all the screenshots of my orders and
Mm-hmm.
my breakdown of my shifts and whatnot. And I've told you before, show it. I don't care. You have carte blanche to use anything I send you. Open-ended, never-ending contract, and that's here publicly on YouTube. Twice now.
No, yeah. But see, at the same time, with you even saying that, TFT, you already know that. Even though that's my man, I still gotta do. I still gotta. I already know. I already know. But if I'm on camera all the time and I'm trying to teach people the policies and practices on how to do all of the things, you know what I mean? I have to actually do that myself.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
with
you do
everyone.
that, and you show
Yeah.
that you do that with pretty much everybody you get who says you're watching hot facts and everything else that you get that you record. So say with me, it's a totally different topic and subject for you and me and
Right.
our little collaborations.
Yeah, I got you.
Even though I'm not a content creator, or at least I don't consider myself one. Uh, Although I probably should. I've probably got all kinds of interesting footage on my dash cam I could upload.
You would be so cold because I know you probably didn't, man. You probably didn't ran over some animals and all type of
No.
stuff that you didn't see at night.
Oh no. I've only ever hit one dog, and it was the worst conditions. I felt so horrible. I stopped, pulled over, and went and checked on the dog and took it to the SPCA.
Oh yeah, see, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a million views right there. That's a million views. You did it in your truck.
Now, granted, yeah. No,
Oh,
it was
million
the
views,
truck.
million views.
I had to replace my what was it, my driver's side turn signal light because the dog actually hit it so hard it broke it
See,
and
the way
popped it
you
out the
said
socket.
that, you tell your story. That's a million views. See,
But my thing is, this is also well before I started doing gig work and having dash cams. And I'm the kind of guy, honest. I don't leave anything in my truck other than maybe a handful of change and a half full pack of cigarettes. When I park somewhere, I don't care
right.
about locking my doors. Ain't nobody gonna steal my truck because everywhere I go, everyone knows me. They
Right.
know if I got something and I can afford to let it go, here, I'll help you out if I can.
Now
Because that's who I am.
let me ask you this, TFT, because you are what I consider a man's man. Okay, I consider you a man's man. If another man asks you informally with email and everything to remove something, and you simply just blow it off and say, I'll do it whenever I want to, what is that like in business wise and respect wise? What is that like? Is that disrespect?
Oh yes, very much so in my opinion. It's if, for instance, this live. If I told you to edit all this stuff out for the rewatchers, so I'm not here for anybody who doesn't catch us live. And you basically don't ever do it, and I catch you later. Yeah, I'd find that disrespectful. Now, I mean, if I asked you to do that, I'm sure you'd probably do something about it or clip it out or something. But or you wouldn't even let me in here, kind of
Right.
thing.
Well,
Of course, if I didn't want to
that's
be
why people
here,
gotta understand on the record and off the record. You have to.
mhm,
There's certain
so
thing how you got to handle your
personally,
stuff right.
like I
Yeah.
said, personally, if I didn't want any of this to be anything I say to be out publicly, I wouldn't be here.
Right.
Period. I'd bullshit with you, just sit in the chat room, and talk a little bit maybe, and then maybe bullshit with you off camera. Call you, bullshit with you on the phone. That's private conversation, doesn't need to be aired.
Right.
But me personally, like I said, I don't care anything I tell you. You have full carte blanche to use it because I ain't got nothing to hide. And I'm not going to be disrespected by it because unless you're using it out of context, it's in that case that I'd have to do something to rebuttal it.
Mm-hmm.
But ain't nobody going to be able to take anything I say out of context because I'm a straight shooter.
Right.
I'm going to tell you just like Roy does. I keep it real. I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel about any given subject. Now, with what Pedro did of not contacting the guy or not adhering to what the government asked him to do, that in my eyes is like a slap in the face. And I would have done the same thing and slapped a copyright strike on him. Now, if Pedro came to me and said, "Hey, I'm sorry, I thought you were giving me till Sunday. That's my weekend is Saturday, Sunday. Those time differences, I apologize. I meant no disrespect. I'm gonna go if you'll release the strike, I'll edit it out and I'll mark it private immediately, edit it out, and then re-upload it."
Right. But that's where, see, this is where I said, when I had it with me and the law of attraction site, their first correspondence that they had and YouTube was, the middle ground. They sent it to me. I do my email and everything, right? My response to them was A-okay with, you know what I mean? So the initial email, here's where the business stuff goes in. When you got to send someone something back in writing and you don't do it, that means you're not a good business person. And that person is not, that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
These
then
people
again,
don't
I
understand.
will be honest. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a bad businessman. It just may have been a businessman who had an off day. Yeah, because that happens.
No, it happens,
Yeah, but it depends if
he
it's a
thought that was NFT.
if that depends if it's a habitual thing. If it's a habitual thing, then yeah, you're a bad businessman. You don't even need to be doing this.
No, but he
So
said that. He said that I thought I can do it when I got back.
yeah, which was on
Those
Sunday, he
were his
said.
words. He thought he can do it when he got back. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. If you thought that on your business and your plan, you can do it when you get back, but he is spending his time to get this stuff done. You got to do it according to the business that he is doing with you. You cannot say, I'm going to do it when I do it. That's what I'm saying
No.
as bad business.
That's what I told you before. That was a bad business practice on his part for that particular scenario. Now, does that label Pedro as a bad businessman in general? I don't know. I haven't watched enough Pedro stuff. I don't
No,
know.
it's not going to
I
do
don't know
that.
what
It's in
all else he
sports.
does, but
You
this
get technical
particular
fouls in sports,
instance,
you can
yes.
still play the game. You know what I mean? You get
Yeah,
a
like
tech,
I
you can
said,
still play the game.
for this particular instance, yes, that was a bad business on Pedro's part. He should have taken the time out of his day when the dude sent him the email to go ahead and edit the stuff out right quick. It wouldn't have taken more than maybe half an hour out of his day at most. because we can all do all this stuff straight through a damn cell phone or a laptop. And I know Pedro's probably got a laptop with him pretty much wherever he goes, or
Mm-hmm.
go down to freaking Kinko's and log into their computer system and pull up on his stuff. It may take a little longer, but you could do it that way.
Yeah, but if he went
Uh,
to an Airbnb, I don't know where he went, but if he went to an Airbnb, typically it's Wi-Fi in there, and they have a
yeah.
little setup
You know,
station where it's
I'm
like
pretty
a,
sure he's
you
got
know, like the
I'm
hotels
pretty sure
have
he's got his
the,
phone or computer or laptop, something
yeah,
with him.
hotels
And like I
got
said, worst case
computers.
scenario, if he doesn't have any of that with him, you can go down to freaking Kinko's. You know, go down to the local library. You know, and take care of it that way. May take longer, bad internet connections and slow computer systems, but you can still get it
Mm-hmm.
done.
You can
You
get it done,
know,
and at the same time, by you here was what my hardest thing was watching last night was. When I was watching last night, it was too many people giving excuses on why him getting upset was a-okay and letting him still rant about him being upset. I
mm,
was hoping to look that because everyone is trying to bet on themselves on is this whole thing. Get your business going and
yeah,
use things as stepping stones. In a situation like that, that's the perfect time to use yourself as the stepping stone for everyone else that is watching so that you can actually teach this as a moment
mm-hmm.
because multiple people are watching this happen and this could have been a big step in teaching that, not getting
Yeah.
in there and having them see that he's still mad at the guy for how
He,
he still keeps
i-
saying I
i-
thought I can do it on my own. He could have used it
if he
in a
wouldn't
different
have
way.
gone with the petty Pedro routine in the beginning, like that he's known for,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he could have used this as a teaching moment for up and coming content creators, even in his own circles, if not other circles, to show that, hey, look, something like this could happen. You should always make sure you do this. I messed up. I didn't. This is what happened. This is how you should fix it. Yeah, and not how I fixed it because, well, obviously I didn't. The video's
Right,
gone
right.
for now, anyway. There's a chance, albeit a small one, in my opinion. Especially if I was the guy who did this to him, it'd be a very small chance that Pedro can get this copyright strike lifted, not lose the views and everything he had, and everything be all right.
Right.
There's a small chance. Otherwise, he's going to be forced to re-download it from StreamYard, edit all that stuff out, re-upload it, which means he's going to lose all the views and likes and
Well,
watch
you don't
hours that
really have
that
to
video
do
may
all
have
of that.
generated.
You can just go to the YouTube studio itself on your CPU. You can go to edit it and then you can cut everything straight from the YouTube studio. You don't even have to go
Yes and
ahead.
no. Because according to Pedro, what he said when he pulled up his stuff, his whole entire video that was on YouTube already is gone.
All
Been
right. So
deleted.
here is how
So
that can
his only
happen.
way to get that back is all due to that copyright strike. It's not been deleted. It's been removed and held in limbo
Yeah.
until there can be a resolution for this copyright strike.
Yeah. So which means the
Now
correspondence
that
and
means he
everything.
needs to talk to the guy, ask him to remove the strike so you can mark the video as private ASAP. The second it disappears, edit out the video, and then put it back up, put it back to live market so
Well, let me
anybody
tell
and
you what he's
everybody can see
telling
it.
everyone when he says that he has to go back in StreamYard. Okay, StreamYard gives you let me check for you right now. I think it gives you about it's like 50 or 100 50 or 100 gigs or something that you get.
It's
And
basically like a Twitch VOD. It'll allow you to go
yeah,
back
and then
and
you
grab
can
the
go back
video
in
and
and
re-upload
you
it.
can delete the old ones so that you still have
Mm-hmm.
room, and then it goes. So what he
Yeah.
is pretty much telling people is that once he puts it up, he erases it right then and there, so he can't go get it back because it's in limbo. And the
No,
other
no, he
way he
said
would
he
have.
can get it from StreamYard. He
Oh,
said he
so
can get it from StreamYard. It's just on the YouTube side is gone. So
no, yeah,
the
so he's
video he had
good.
all the watch hours on. The
He's
video he had
good.
all the watch hours on is gone.
No,
Yeah,
he's
so all
good,
those
but
watch
that don't
hours, all
matter.
those likes he got, all that's gone. I know
That
it
don't
don't matter to
matter
me at all,
because,
but it matters.
but
It
that
matters
don't
to some
matter.
people, and this is a lot of the live chat commentary, and some of the other people were
That
telling
don't
him how
matter,
they
TFT.
should get it fixed so he doesn't lose any of that.
No,
Now,
that don't
it
matter,
doesn't matter
TFT.
for somebody of Pedro's size. Somebody of
Pedro is the
Pedro's
only
channel
person
size,
that
that
did the
doesn't matter.
virtual con, though. He's the person that did
Hmm.
the virtual con. So if
Yes,
anybody wants to see it anyway, they have to go see it on his stuff. So even if
yes.
right now he goes, and here is his thing that he doesn't want to do, because on StreamYard, I can go up there and it can tell me that I can go and do certain things or whatever else it is. The easiest way for him to do any of that. Okay, now check this out. Yeah, I have 50 hours. So on mine, I have 17.2 hours that I have that I've used. I have 50 hours of recording storage on the StreamYard itself. Okay. If I wanted to go ahead and
Hmm.
do something else, click on something, I can go ahead and redo, like, because it's uploaded into StreamYard. It's not in there in separate
Yeah.
pieces. What he would have to do is he would have to go into StreamYard, then he would have to, on his phone, he would have to screen record the whole, all the hours
Well,
at one time.
not necessarily, because
No,
I'm
yes,
pretty sure there's a way you could download the video file for that
but that's what
particular
I'm saying.
upload.
But he would have to, if he downloads the video file, he uploads it in his thing. He still got to,
Yeah,
and if he does that, that's
he's
way
just got to edit
faster.
it and then re-upload it.
Yeah,
It's
chop it
like if he
out,
downloads it,
save,
and depending on his net
chop it out,
connection, you just
save,
download it,
re-upload,
chop out that section, throw it back up,
save it,
put up the same
re-upload it. It should
title,
take
all
no
that
time.
stuff, and then just upload it. It'd take maybe 20 minutes,
So, how
depending on his net
important
connection.
the actual gig conference is now the question. How important was the virtual con? If you're not willing to put
No,
it
I
up
didn't watch it.
for the gig world, then it's obviously not that important, because he would actually go ahead and fight for it for the people that are doing it in the gig world, right? He would fight to go ahead and get it up.
Again, if this video was so important to him, he would have taken the few minutes out of his day to edit that section out of the freaking video while it was still active on YouTube before the gentleman put the copyright strike on it, and it had been done.
Right. And you
There
know
would have
what's
been no
good?
copyright strike. The video wouldn't have been taken down, and everything would have been fine with Pedro getting kind of chewed out for, hey, don't use my stuff without my permission again.
I gotta
You
go look
know?
at my my review of that actual thing that they did. I don't think I got the guy doing any of his thing, because I did go live for a little bit, but I was going live doing my thing, but I don't think I got any of that guy doing anything else like that, because I didn't get
See,
anything.
unfortunately, because of you couldn't get hit with a contract violation because you're reacting to it.
Yes. But I didn't
As
get
a
to do
reaction
anyway.
channel and a news channel, you get it as a fair use anyway, regardless of what the heck's in his video. Because
Right.
you weren't playing the whole entire freaking thing anyway. You were only playing snippets of it, pausing it, skipping ahead around, and talking about different subjects. That's what you typically do. And because of that, you're getting it under the actual YouTube's guidelines of the fair use policy as a reaction channel.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So
And
even if you did catch a couple minutes or a minute of dude stuff, you can't get hit with it because you're reacting to Pedro stuff.
yes, exactly. 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 But if I was ever
Trust
gonna
me,
do
I know
something,
all this stuff.
yeah,
I considered being a streamer and content creator a while ago. Unfortunately, my net connection out here is garbage. So I'm kind of ousted from doing that. And unless I want to drop like 25 grand to have their local cable company drag the lines to my house, I can't do streaming. I can do
right.
this kind of stuff through my phone, but that's about it.
But that's about it. But see, these are the things, people, that I want to bring this stuff up today, because last night I was just watching and I was just like, hold up. I saw what it could have done. I kind of wish that happened to me, but mine I handled correctly. And I kept it behind the scenes. This one was publicly here. I kind of wish it kind of happened the other way, because I would have completely used this as a teaching tool for people out there who are trying to do a channel on all platforms. You have to get approvals. There's paperwork. There's a lot of things. If
it all comes down to the ultimate number one rule in life, where no matter what you do in this world, and that's 3 little letters: CYA. Cover your ass, because ain't nobody gonna do it for you.
And that's it right there. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit about something. I don't want to go in too deep about all of the other things that go on. That's why people, you need to figure out what you're doing before you do things. Sit and speak before it happens. Know what's on the record, what is off the record. You have to do all of these things before you start doing certain things, especially if you're trying to put yourself out there in the media. We got to teach people how to do it right. The wrong step from one person who don't teach no one, that's like a whole lot of people that's going to continue to do that same thing. If we can teach that one step and then keep doing that with everyone showing a little bit of love like this, I guarantee everyone will be a little bit better. You might even start seeing better content out there, because they'll have to stop being lazy. You know what I mean? And like, okay, so, and also people, you got to understand, they use the word entourage and camps. You got to understand what that means. You have a camp, okay? Different people do different things in your camp to make sure that everything is good. If you don't have a camp, you got to make sure you do that business yourself. And I'm not going to say cross your T's and dot your I's, because it's business. It's business, complete business, people. Step 1 through step 10. Okay. You cannot cheat anyone, and don't think that you are in control of everything. Because there's one thing that we do know in this world and in this life: we are not in control of anything. Anything.
No matter what you do, anytime, any day, anybody can screw your day up and make you turn into something you don't want to be. So it's up to us. For the only thing that we can control is our own personality and mentality and how we look at things. That's it.
And that's
why I always tell you. That's why I tell you at every one of these videos that I come on, don't half-ass nothing. Do the job right, so you don't have to do it again.
And people, with that being said, until the next caper, we out of here like Chuck Woolery in 2 and 2. Man, TFT did that the best. Now, people, listen to my theme music. He did that, people. He shocked me right there, because I thought we was going to end it off of that, and then he still did what he was going to say. He killed it.
Oh, you know, I got to keep my last word.
Yeah, you got to get it in. We out of here, though.
Hot facts. With Robert Reese. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Hot facts. Gig economy. Robert Reese. News channel. Gig economy. News channel. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. 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 Hey, with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. Hot facts. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Hey. Gig economy. News channel. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Sit back, relax, and listen. Come on.